What's going on, everybody? It is September 23rd, 2024. My name is Kenny Kamz, and this is The Black Show. Good morning, y'all. Hope everybody had a really good weekend, relaxing weekend. I realized that, I don't care to be around lots of people now. I think this may be because of how the world is right now, or when I say the feel energy thing. I know people on the internet bullshit and all that stuff. I can't be around certain energies, or I get physically drained. Then I gotta leave, and I can come back, but I have to leave for that space. So when people say that shit, a lot of shit I see on the internet, people say, and I'll be like, "Well, that happens to me too." But people just saying shit. I realize they don't have to live with the consequences of this type of shit that happens. So honestly, I don't believe nothing no more. So let's get to the main topic of the day, because this might be a longer one. I was watching the Kwame Brown bus light video when I came in. I might actually add some of it to it, but we'll see. So if I do add it, y'all gonna see it now. So the history of the thing I want to talk about today was the history of DEI. And this is ironic because I do have a DEI shirt on right now. So I'll give my background on this. So I was a DEI coordinator at University of Wisconsin Stevens Point for a year. Last school year. So 2020 was that 2023 fall, 2024 spring, and then 2023 spring too. So a year and a half I was there. And I do love Point. I love the people I worked with. I think they're uninformed and they're kind of just going along with things because it's a job, though. I also don't think they believe a lot of stuff that they say. And this was from me being in the ground on the surface and hearing the conversations about how this programming is developed and how they speak about the kids that they're actually saying that they want to help. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to go to how DEI started and who started DEI, who started that whole movement. So the origins of DEI started in the mid 1960s. It was the equal employment laws and affirmative action in the workplace and diversity training. So all that stuff started to come into the workplace. And I want my black people to please understand this, especially black women. Before the 1960s, all the dreams that y'all had of the lives y'all want to have, of y'all don't have to work, y'all, man, all these conversations that we have on these black podcasts, like 50-50 and all that shit. Before 1960s, it wasn't a thing. Why? Because work is not a good thing for women. Why? I don't want my woman to have to go work. Work is not a good thing. And I think women have, feminism has made it frame to y'all well, if you don't work, that person has control over you. Really? Really think about this in life. That's the narrative the media paint. That's why I said stop listening to the media, y'all. Y'all have to stop listening to the media. Stop listening to CNN, MSNBC, Fox. Stop listening to mainstream media. Because they're lying to you about history, they're lying to you about present, and they're lying to you about the future. Because when you really think about it, 99.9% of the marriages that I have been around in my entire life, the dad may have did the grunt work, but most of the time the woman made the decisions. So all of this, women are oppressed, and where are women oppressed now? Black women. Black women, if you give them anything that they can to hang on to be a victim, they are going to be that victim because it gets them attention. So where are we being, where is prejudice at? An honest question for black people. Where do you see prejudice? Where do you see racism? Where do you see this stuff? I've lived in Dubuque, Iowa. I've lived in Waukesha, Wisconsin. I lived in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. I lived in Austin, Texas. I lived in New York City. I lived in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I was born and raised here. I lived in a lot of different places, right? The most racism that I've ever gotten was in big cities around those type of white people, the liberal white people. Do y'all know how racist it is to say that black people and people of color don't know where to get an ID at to go vote? Do you know how racist it is to say that black women need abortion rights because they don't have the cognitive ability to make good decisions not to have kids when they got more kids? Do you know how racist this shit really is? Do you know how racist it is to say that, well, this black kid has inherently more trauma than this white kid, so he's probably going to do more poor in school, so we need to give him extra help? Do you know how racist that shit is? Like, I'll go back to the election on this. And something Kwame Brown talked about today. Do you know how racist it is, and just how much it's taking black people backwards? Y'all the ones taking us backwards to say, let's vote this woman for president because she's a black woman. What? What low consciousness level thinking are you on here? Race does not matter. It is the content of your character. The guy y'all hold up on the pedestal that the CIA also had they grips in, he said that. I didn't. I'm talking about Martin Luther King Jr. because I know he said that. Race does not matter. And now everything that I see in the world today, everyone's talking about race in general, race and gender. I'm so tired of it, bro. Like, it's not a real thing. Race is just how y'all say, boom, I got you. For all of y'all race hustlers and DEI people, just like you say capitalism and the patriarchy are social structures that were designed, so is race. No one was born like, I'm black. Someone told them they were black. Someone told them they were white. Just like y'all do with the gender shit. Just like y'all do with the gender shit. So how can you think that on gender but not think that on race? In race, you are literally born that way. DEI arguments they can't. That's why they this is the thing. When I talk to liberals and I talk to even conservatives on Trump, I'm like, dog, y'all understand y'all are anti the jab, right? He was the one that Project Warp Speed. He is the one that got the jab everywhere. So how is your logic? Like, that's the thing. I'm like, bro, y'all don't, none of y'all that's like, I'm gonna call anybody that's voting for Kamala Harris, you're a liberal extremist. And anyone that's voting for Donald Trump, you're a conservative extremist. You are like a jihadi. Because they're telling you things that don't make sense. And you believe it because of their color and their race. And it's deeper than that. Something that Kwame Brown was talking about earlier, right? You got all these cats, D.L. Hughley's bum ass. You wasn't even funny on Kings of... Nobody remembers your set from Kings of Comedy, bro. Nobody remembers it. I don't remember. I can tell you a joke from Sid, Steve, and rest in peace, Bernie Mac. I can't remember a single line from your Kings of Comedy. You was a nigga they brought along because 4 sounds better than 3. And he got the nerve to disrespect other black women that are saying Kamala Harris is not a black woman, y'all. Like, literally, she's not. How much do we gotta say this shit? She's not a black woman. Black is an American. It's an American culture thing. Being black is American. You have to be American to be black. No, I'm not doing no birther shit. Was she born here? I don't know. You, bro, she went to school here for a little bit. Her parents worked here. Fine, I'll give her that. She went to high school in Canada. Then she went to college down here, and it was something you get in even deeper. Spelman, all of you girls that think that y'all go to Spelman and y'all at HBCU, you know whose wife Spelman is? Rockefeller's wife. John D. Rockefeller. Spelman's named after his wife. None of these HBCUs got money from actual black people, because where would they have got it from? That's why I say if you really think about HBCU shit, this is why I get on the HBCU people that like think they're because people that go to HBCUs, when they come back, they think they're better than you. They think they're more blacker than you. Blackity black. When white people made their college, racist white people made their college along with W.E.B. Du Bois and the niggas that's Diddy, that's the Black Boule. They funneled all of the intelligent black people that we had into that so they can train them like school does for the white people. It's the same shit. So you understand that point? Train them to be good blacks and never go against their master, and to have got money as their god. If y'all know how, like Gregory Clark said it, or Dick Gregory talked about it so much. If y'all knew how sold out all of these old black leaders was, Diddy and them ain't new. They always been Diddy. Always been Diddy. To the W.E.B. Du Bois, to that time, all of them, they all the same. And we're the only culture that can't pick up on anything, bro. Okay. DEI. What do y'all want? What do y'all actually want besides complaining? Because equity is not a thing. Equality of outcome is communism. Marxism. I refuse to go on ideology that believes that like I could work my ass off and this person can do nothing and we both end up in the same place. Fuck that. They took words like equality. Equality is everyone has a chance to do the same thing. I'll bend on the inner city resources and the suburban resources are not the same. So the opportunity level may not be the same. Why is that? We never see DEI stops it right there. Why is that? We have control to change policy. We are paying those people to do so. Why hasn't our life gotten any better? We are accepting people to tell us like, oh, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. These people suck. It's getting worse. Y'all are the ones making the decisions. So how are you telling me that someone that has no power to make decisions is making my life worse when you're the person that is actually doing it? If I can donate to Riverside football and be aware of what's going on while I'm struggling trying to survive in a world where I'm educated enough, had the qualifications enough, but won't get hired or won't get because of my opinion on different topics that are not included to work. That's the reality of most people that think like me. And then I see when I was in education, I saw people that are not intellectually on the level that I am supervise me because they are Asian. That's racist to me, dog. Like, that's the thing. They don't want racism to actually end. They want the racism to work in their favor in DEI. That's all it is. DEI is we want to be racist because y'all was racist. And it was something Kwame Brown said, and I experienced this in real life. This goes for both genders, because it's only two. If the man or woman you were dating would constantly bring up something from the distant past all the time, It's nothing you can do to change that right now. You apologize for it. It is what it is. They don't want to be in a relationship with you, or they just want to control you, or it's manipulation, or something nefarious going on. And you would break up with that person because you're like, fam, it's been 3 years. Like, you keep bringing up the shit from 3 years ago. I'm not gonna deal with this for that much longer. I'm not dealing with this shit no more. I experienced that myself. Like, fam, you bring up shit I didn't that another nigga did to you. I'm not dealing with a shit another nigga did to you. I didn't even do that. Like, y'all are slowly ramping your way in back into slavery. Buckhead in Atlanta tried to remove himself from Atlanta because of niggas. That's the only place I've been in Atlanta was Buckhead. Like, it's nice as shit, but I can see the niggas creeping in. It's like Cherry Creek in Denver. Like, you can see the niggas creeping in. And I don't like that because I'm a black person that don't mean no harm. And now DEI, what DEI did, it made every white person that sees a black person think that black person is going to be just easily triggered. It's so soft and sensitive. Like, I'm so tired of white people trying to deal with me with kid gloves because that's insulting to me as a man. DEI is only person that DEI helps is black women. That's it. Black women and white women, because white women can feign they're like, oh, I'm a good white girl. No, bro, it's so many fucking fake people in this world, in this country. Oh my God. Like, and it's no repercussions for it. So it's going to keep going. That's why I keep my ass in the house. Long term, what's going to happen is, so I asked another thing that Kwame said too. So it's spaces at colleges now where it's like DEI spaces where white people can't come. Y'all understand that segregation, right? So Ruby Bridges and all of them, all that work they did, all this DEI shit y'all doing is spitting in the face of Ruby Bridges. Y'all not no different than the white kids that was standing outside spitting on Ruby Bridges, if you believe in DEI. Y'all know better than the racists. Y'all just racist towards a different demographic. Same thing that's happening over in Israel. Oh, y'all just Nazis. Y'all the Nazis now, and they the Jews. Like, and that's when I say it's a demonic spirit over a lot of the world. That spirit of revenge and like never letting it go, and like that's something. So we seeing that play out in the Middle East right now. The spirit of revenge, and like when in reality, bro, like I'm looking at what's happening in the Middle East. Ain't nobody really fucking with Israel besides October 7th. That was a year ago. Ain't nobody really did too much to them. And they've been causing chaos all over the Middle East. Bombing everybody, blowing up cell phones and pagers. Like, what? Y'all the terrorists, bro. U.S. going into Iraq, we are the terrorists. Like, we are so propagandized. Smith Modernization Act, where it's legal to lie to us. Barack Obama, he signed that. He just signed it. He ain't really like that was gonna get signed whoever was president there anyway. So, cause it's a big uniparty, fam. It's the rich versus the poor, and celebrities aren't rich. Elon Musk might be rich. Bill Gates might be rich. So if they might be rich, what does that make you? The people in this world with the most assets and the most money and all that stuff have the worst lives, y'all. I know y'all don't want to believe it, but again, I was talking to my mom about this. I was like, I don't want Blueprint to blow up. I don't want to be Jay-Z, nigga. I want to be like Top Dog. Don't nobody know who Top Dog is? If y'all saw him, y'all wouldn't know who he is. He can go to Walmart. He can go to Target. He can go to eat with his girl. Don't nobody know who he is. That's what I want. I don't want this like, and I'm a quick touch on this too. If you're trying to be famous, you're stupid. If you're doing music to be a celebrity, you are the dumbest motherfucker in the world, man. And you have no clue how this shit really works. At all. especially right now being a black celebrity. Nigga, are you serious? If you want that, you are the dumbest motherfucker in the world. I don't want notoriety. I just want to be able to get paid to do something I'm good at. That's it. I don't even need no outlandish salary. Shoot. I'm being real. I can get 50K for this show to do this every day. I do this every day for the rest of my life, and I'll be good, bro. Because I live within my means as much as I possibly can. But if y'all want to be this celebrity famous and shit, man, like my black people are just self-destructing themselves, man. Also, man, it was something funny. Like, I got more posts on a comment saying I'm leaving or more likes and hearts and all that stuff on the comment saying I'm leaving Facebook and Instagram because Meta has just blanket banned my account. And I'll explain that too a little bit. So y'all ain't really got to feel bad for me for that because a lot of that I caused. For the last 3 years probably, and I don't know, I had factual evidence at first, and I'm guessing this person is still doing that and probably recruited other people to do it. It take a lot of time, but my page, my ex-girlfriend was spam reporting all my shit. So when I first started Blueprint Sports, I couldn't even use my PayPal because she reported that for fraud, and they wouldn't let my money go through. So actually, the kids lost out on that money because that money was supposed to pay for a camp right away. So they couldn't go to the camp, and we had to reschedule that. Like, so it didn't hurt me, but I've been so like basically anything under my bmgmke@gmail.com, any Facebook, Instagram, that person was just on a warpath for no fucking. I did nothing to that person. I got my name slandered. I got some of my friends got smashed. Like, I lost all my friends. Like, I didn't do nothing to that person at all. Besides walk away, and that person had trauma wounds because people left them in their life because they're a shitty person. They're a shitty person. You treat people shitty. People are going to leave you and not want to be around you. So that's why my page is being like that. That's it. That's the only reason. And I just like being real. I said it in this last episode with this studio shit. Like, I don't like bringing attention to myself. And I did with this studio. And the thing is that all of them people that don't, and they think this is just talking, like, I'm working for God, bro. Remember that. I'm working for God, literally. I'm not saying I'm Jesus or no saint, but I committed my life to work for God. Everything else didn't work for me. I'm working for God. So when you do janky shit to me, you're going to have consequences. I'm not going to react to it. I could talk about, speak about whatever I want. But when you do janky shit to me, your consequences ain't coming from me. I'm not going to retaliate for nothing because of who I'm working for. I let them handle that. And when I say my ancestors and them is wild, like, y'all need to go talk to some of the people and see how their life going right now that really fucked me over these last 3 years. I wish, I hope, I don't know they're doing great, but I don't know they're doing bad, but I can assume it's some mental issues going in there. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I tell people, leave me alone. I'm not saying leave me alone to scare motherfuckers off. I'm literally saying that for your sake. I'm not going to do nothing to you. But you can't run away from karma. And when somebody is working for God, bro, for real working for God, not just saying it for the camera and like living their life every day that way, I talk with a different type of confidence because I know who has my back. And as long as I stay solid, that person's going to have my back. And I plan to stay solid. So that's why I'm not afraid to say stuff. I'm not afraid to go against the grain. Like, it's a weird world we're in, y'all. And I've been saying it pretty much this whole black show. Black people, in the next 20 years, all your worst nightmares don't come true, and it's 100% your fault. I'm a disavow y'all. It was something else that Kwame Brown said that I want to talk about. Talking about you Christians. The people y'all voting for, I remember pattern recognition. That's what I do. Down the line, it's gonna come a time where, and this happened in Bolshevik Russia, it happened in a lot of different places. You're gonna have to disavow your religion as a Christian, or they gonna kill you. It's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers not Christian no more. Y'all don't believe what y'all actually talk about. That's the part I realized. A lot of motherfuckers just talking. I'm not just talking. So, yeah, what I say is gonna trigger y'all. Cool. I know some of the people just didn't want me on Facebook because they don't like my opinion. That's what I was talking about earlier. Yeah. I got more likes and comments and hearts and shit on Facebook when I said I was leaving than my actual material on my posts. What sense does that make? And what that comes down to, like my old manager, not even manager, my own person I said was my manager, had to tell him this shit too. That nigga ain't tell you something that nigga in 2-3 months. Saw a post hit me up, right? I'm like, fam, why you don't like my shit? And I know you watch some of this shit. I'm not fucking with you no more because your whole family don't fuck with me, bro. Your little brother, maybe he does. But that's because we really grew up together. For real, for real. Nobody else in your family fuck with me. Your mama don't. I'm not like oblivious. I see the body language I'm getting from everybody. Motherfuckers block for a reason, bro. And I think y'all put y'all cousin on me as a setup. Y'all saw what the fuck happened. Bro, it's so many people. It's hilarious to me. It's so many people that's trying to figure out where my weak spot or where is his weakness at. That's fucking weird, bro. Go do something else with your time. Your time could be used way more productive. I'm gonna try to make these black shows a little longer, y'all, because I'm cutting down on the other content. And so going forward, I can't tell y'all my plans. Continue doing the Black Show. Tonight we filming Black House. Hopefully Chrissy comes, HD, me. It's gonna be more of just a Diddy based episode. And I'm being extremely selfish with my content. So, and this goes blanket for anybody. If you need me to record you, or if you need me to be an engineer, you gotta pay me. That's everybody. Blanket. You gotta pay me. Because what I realized is, even me having my boundaries, I was getting taken advantage of on the financial side. Because I really love doing music and people will take advantage of that, like, oh yeah, come. Like, nah, if you want me to step foot in something in this studio, other than my shit that I have to do, you got to pay me. That's a blanket for everybody. Black House, that's me and HD Podcast. That's one of mine. Black Show is mine. I make beats, and that's other than that, you have to pay me to be here. Because I'm not allowing that no more, man. I've been taking it by a lot of people, bro. So yeah, it's an overcorrection, and is what it's gonna be. So I don't know how y'all like that. Y'all, most of Milwaukee musicians weren't fucking with me no way, so it ain't gonna really be no bigger difference anyways. Or most of Milwaukee's black musicians wasn't fucking with me anyways, because they got egos, rappers and singers and shit. Like, nigga, y'all gonna be, fuck it. You know what? I will talk ego. All these niggas that's rapping in the city, besides like Chicken, JP, Steve got a shot. Bach and Joe had a good shot, but with Joe locked up, it's tough. They're the only ones that's gonna make it. The rest of y'all don't move properly. That's why. You might have talent, but you don't move properly, business wise. Y'all can think being this nigga and like, bro, T.I. is putting on an act for y'all. Jay-Z is putting on an act for y'all. 50 Cent putting on an act for y'all. They playing up the hood shit. Like, and if you move janky in the industry, bro, it's raps. It's over. It's over. Unless you got a lot of money, it's over for you. You out. So you niggas ain't gonna make it, bro. Point blank, period. Prove me wrong. If y'all do, I'll get the flowers. I'll be happy. But you niggas ain't gonna make it, bro. I probably ain't gonna make it. Nigga, I know that. I just genuinely like doing music. That's the part I realized was different. Like, these niggas is really banking on they gonna make it in music. Nigga, it's 1 in a billion. You that cold? I don't even think I'm that cold. So for all of them niggas that thought like, oh, okay, that nigga think he Kanye. I'm the closest person here to him. Think he Dilla. I'm the closest person here to Dilla. Why? Why do I say that? It's not because of talent. It's because I actually love what I'm doing. I'm not doing it so people think I'm cool. You niggas was lames in high school. And you trying to recreate, y'all ain't no better than these girls on Facebook that do that shit. You niggas was lames in high school. I wasn't cool in high school, but I was me in high school. And did my thing. You niggas was lames and fuck ups in high school. And you're trying to fix that in your adulthood, which is not possible to do. Get on your shit, be a man, and do what you gotta do for your family and your kids, bro. The rest of this shit is for the birds. For the birds. If you're trying to impress motherfuckers that don't even know you online, you're a lame. And you're still a weirdo. Skinny cams, y'all. I told y'all I wasn't like that. That episode of me, like, that was for my dad, bro. Like, I was emotional all week because my best friend's birthday that passed away was gone. Like I said, I meant everything I said to you niggas. Like, don't think it's no, we still not on good terms. It's still not happy. It's still not fun time. I still don't fuck with y'all. But I just don't care anymore. That's the only difference. I don't care anymore. But I will say what I think you niggas need to hear. Cause I can. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Or stay in the shadows and move behind the scenes like a little female. Skinny cams, y'all. I am out. Peace.
Know the days I was talking about berets, yo, we really fucked the rain, watch them niggas play charades. Northside raised me, damn it made me crazy. Tough skin, get that. Now we coming for the get back. I was made in the hood though, I was raised in the hood though. Yeah, we did a little dirt, but flowers they did grow, so we good though. Hey, gone nigga, run it up before they get it, cause you know they with it and you know they wouldn't, so you probably shouldn't. You know they love you, so they probably wouldn't. You just doing something that they probably couldn't. To the top, nigga probably footing. Keep it steady, young niggas watching. Set the standard, make them niggas watch it. Ayy. Yeah. It's BMG, nigga. Ayy.
She's got those eyes and those hips that I swear, yeah. Pray God don't let it get to me. Pray God don't